Do you fear for your lives in any way, or your security, or forms of harassment? You, Conchita, you've never shown fear.
Because I was never fearful. I was never scared. But people are the ones who are scared for me. Given the number of corrupt people, slimy corrupt people, whom I indicted.
Yes, but Conchita, you are related to the president by affinity. Your nephew is married to his daughter.
All right.
Does
Where
that
does fear come in?
cramp your style?
No.
Never.
Never, because to begin with, the president has also been bullying me. So, remember, he was mad when I had this interview with the Japanese network. And he said, "You shut up. Kala mong ikaw ay hindi corrupt." Something like that.
Okay.
Of course.
Do you think the president will bully you?
When the president learned that we had submitted this communication to The Hague, he actually said that it's every right, every Filipino has the right to be able to do that. And so.
And you were so diplomatic. What did you say?
I said, I want to thank him for being so thoughtful. Let's look at the situation, Winnie, if we may. We see an opportunity to help a certain group of people. There are 320,000 fishermen who need our help because of the expansion of China in terms of their island building, in terms of their militarization. They actually have hampered the livelihood of the fishermen.
These are not all Filipinos.
No, these are Filipino fishermen.
This case prospers. What are the chances, excuse me, you have privately given each other for winning this case?
Well, we're confident that the Office of the Prosecutor will consider favorably the communication. Let me emphasize.
Yes, okay.
The communication.
But there are 5 steps in this. You're right. You consider the communication. Then there will be a preliminary investigation.
No. Examination first.
All right. The assessment. Do you think you'll pass that?
No, we have not heard from them. We don't know how.
How do you evaluate your chances if you don't look at the steps and saying, well, we've got plenty of evidence here. We've got plenty
I don't
of
think we
evidence
will
here.
be given a periodic report on the moves that the Office of the Prosecutor did on the communication. In the same manner that yung complaint against the President.
At this stage,
yes.
It has not even started the preliminary investigation.
No, because it's still under preliminary examination as opposed to investigation.
So how long does a case last? When we went to the International Arbitral Tribunal, it was 3 years, all right? Do you expect this case to last longer than that?
No, we expect it to be shorter.
You think? Why do you expect it to be shorter?
In the case of the tribunal, we're talking about states versus state.
Philippines versus China.
In this case, we're talking about prosecuting an individual.
Private people complaining against an individual or 3 individuals. And you think that it will be shorter?
I think it'll be shorter. That's my view.
Say that you have won the case, let's say, all right? What is going to be the effect on the fishermen? What will the fishermen get? International Criminal Court decides, yes,
well, maybe
there have been crimes against them.
If I may answer.
Yeah.
I think their first expectation is the harassment should stop.
You think that they are being harassed? The army just said that they're not being harassed.
Well, the people in the United States who patrol the South China Sea,
Yeah.
They just had a report today that the harassment is increasing.
So number 1, the harassment will stop.
Second, maybe we can get a monetary consideration for the harm and injury that have been inflicted on this fisherman. The third is these 3 gentlemen might be penalized in some way. They could have a jail term.
Who will put them to jail? I mean, he's the president, the Prime Minister of China.
This particular institution does not have any regard for positions.
But where could they possibly be incarcerated?
In The Hague.
You mean there's a jail in The Hague?
There's a jail in The Hague.
So there is even a possibility of imprisonment, but they'd have to capture him first.
Well, the capturing is, as the Ombudsman had said, if there's a warrant of arrest for me, let's say, for example, there's a warrant of arrest for me, I can only go to countries that are not state parties. Because if I go to a country that's a state party, the Hague will compel that country to arrest me as soon as I step on, as soon as I get off.
That's very interesting. So in other words, if this is successful, it will cramp the style of those three gentlemen.
Yes, it'll send a strong message.
What is the probability of that happening?
There is always a strong probability, a strong possibility. You know, we have to be very optimistic. We should not take a defeatist attitude.
So you said, stop the harassment of the Filipinos, probably give them monetary compensation. What are we talking about?
Well, I don't know at this point. But there has been significant economic suffering on their part, so there should be an actuarial equivalent to that, yeah.
And it's possible that these people will be incarcerated.
It's possible. They will be put in jail, or they will be penalized in some way.